So when we're talking about vectors in computing, we're talking about how a computer can store things like spatial information and movement. So if we think about spatial information, we might be talking about, for example, a three-dimensional world in a video game. We might be talking about maybe a robotic arm, which moves a certain amount, or a robotic hand which opens and closes. Maybe a self-driving vehicle, so it can figure out how far a junction is away. Maybe even a remote controlled lawnmower, so it can think of how it can see how big the lawn is and where it needs to travel and where it can and can't go. So it stores this data as numbers. Okay, so these are the things that a vector could represent. Okay, so position, either maybe on a 2D or 3D area, velocity, acceleration and force. And vectors can be represented in various ways on a computer system. Two ways in which it could be represented are as a dictionary, okay, and I've just highlighted the key for the dictionary in red there, or maybe as a array, okay, so just here. So you can see the numbers stored in an array. And for example, if we did, in this case, vector array 1, this would return the vector 2.2. Okay, so in the example here, we've got 4 vectors. Okay, you can see them there. And each of those is a real number. Okay, so it will have a decimal place. And this is known as 4 over r, or r4. Okay, as in r for real number and 4 because there's 4 vectors. Okay, if we had 2, it would be known as r2 and so on. So this is what a vector is, and this is how vectors are represented on a computer system.